Bismillah, alhamdulillah, salatu salam, rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Tariq Khalid. I'd like to welcome to our program here at Sharjah Media Corporation, Doing Good. And we hope that you are energized and ready to do good deeds today. And depending upon what time it is, wherever it is that you're in the world when you're seeing this program, we hope that you've done deeds today, if you're finished for the day, and if you're beginning your day, that you're ready and fired up, for lack of a better description, to strive and do righteous deeds and actions in preparation for your return with your Lord, sending as much as you can ahead of you. And the Prophet ﷺ said, indeed Allah is gentle and loves gentleness, and he gives due to gentleness what he does not give due to harshness. It's collected by Muslim, Ibn Majah, and Ibn Hibban. So today I want to talk a little about some good things to do in terms of communication. As you well know, communication systems today are on a level which we've never seen before historically. And if we talk about just these apps that they have today, we talk to the people who develop them, and they'll tell you, says, listen, the apps are only limited to your imagination. So wherever your imagination goes, you can develop an app to deal with that. So we can see it's huge in terms of the capabilities and possibilities which yet have come to be in technology. So we want to look at technology in relationship to communication and communicating positive and good ideals and concepts for people globally. And without limitation, meaning people of all nations, all religions, all languages, all situations, that we want to invite everyone to do good and to communicate good. So part of that starts with respect. We must show respect for, number one, for yourself, and then secondly, for the people who you respect, who you're communicating with. You can't talk down to the people or talk nasty to the people or with a kind of arrogance, because you'll find people that do that. If you want to really communicate with people, you want to open a line of communication, then you want to have mutual respect. And I've seen people like this, and I think all of you have. People seem to have a kind of attitude. When you talk to them, you may be in a situation where you have to talk to this person, but you really don't want to. You wish that, hey man, why'd they send this guy? You know, I have to deal with him, but man, this is like really difficult for me. So we should have mutual respect. And that will help us to communicate. It won't cause conflict. This should be a principle that we should understand. The Prophet ﷺ said more or less, speak good or be silent. So that should be our guideline in communicating with people, that I always want to speak good. Regardless of what they say or what they do, I'm focused on this target, the positive communication. I'm looking for a positive return. So I'll ignore maybe their ignorance in certain areas because I want this to be a very good experience for them and for me. We should be calm. Some people, are very excited. And of course, Satan exploits that. You're an excited guy, somebody says something, for example, you take it the wrong way. You didn't mean it that way, but because you're so excited, and then you start slamming the guy. And then what happens? Conversation over. I'm out of here. What is wrong with you? And this could also be in personal relationship. Some people, they're dealing with their wives or dealing with their husbands. When they start to talk, they get a kind of anxiety attack, and then it's kind of explode. One thing leads into another. So that's why I can never talk to you, because when I talk to you, you go boom. An example. So communication is not there. It's conflict, clash. People say that's why we don't talk, because whenever we talk, it becomes a clash. So you have to be cool. You have to want this thing. We're talking about communicating. You have to really want this. You have to really believe in this. You have to believe that this is something that you want to do. and you want to engage whomever it is that you're trying to get this message across to. Gentleness, as we said, the Prophet ﷺ, like gentleness, not hardship. You know, we have, this kind of thing, this macho thing. The guy says, well, man, I'm a man. I have to act like a man, especially in front of a woman. I have to act like I'm strong. So I don't want to act like I'm weak, as an example. So he says, he's a guy who every other word he has to curse, or he has to put up this kind of Iron Man image, like he's made out of steel. This is wrong. It can leave the wrong impression with people. People think, well, maybe this guy is somewhat immature and insecure. We need to do business with someone who's more secure in presenting himself or presenting his business. We can't trust him because of his attitude. So we should think about this. Your feelings. Think about your own feelings. How do you communicate your feelings? Some people, when they think about their own feelings, they themselves, of course, become emotional. But you should think about your feelings when you're dealing with other people so you can communicate in such a way that they will understand and comprehend what it is that you're trying to say. You're trying to interrelate exactly how you feel so they can understand. You engage them. You don't become so emotional that you fly off the hook. Unfortunately, that happens sometimes too. Timing. We need to know when is a good time to deal with people. And we ask, when is a good time for us to sit together? The guy says, well, I want to have a break for about 2 weeks. Okay, fine. In 2 weeks' time, you have a break? Okay, fine. What's the date and the time? That's great for me. Any other time, the guy can be uptight. He's pushing. So he says, well, don't get upset. Well, why you putting me off for 2 weeks, man? 2 whole weeks? You so busy you can't see me? Just accept this. Okay, 2 weeks is good. It's fine. Because he's saying in 2 weeks, whatever's in his mind, he'll just be kind of laid back. Accept that. Deal with that. Don't take it some place where it doesn't need to go. Do not exaggerate it. Don't be aggressive. People say, man, you're aggressive, brother. Because on TV we see you doing this kind of stuff like you're doing boxing or karate or something like that. No, I'm not trying to be aggressive. I just move like that. That's all. But I don't think my general attitude is aggressive towards people. So, but when we think about, some people are very aggressive and loud and harsh in the presentations, you'll be very careful about that. Because people might get the wrong impression. Says, well, better take this product. I'm going to smash you. If your body language is giving off this kind of attitude and you don't realize it, if somebody brings it to your attention and says, oh, well, I need to make a change quickly. That's not what I want to do. But I wasn't feeling too good today, and you have a little attitude about something happening. I didn't realize this was affecting my work. So get control over your body. Control your mind. Stay on the topic that you're talking about. Don't bounce here, there, and everywhere so the person gets lost in the sauce. And be accurate and positive. Always dealing with facts, not speculation. A lot of people today go to the internet, dig up information, and it's speculations. It's not facts. They won't take the time out to find out what is absolutely true. Well, so-and-so said such and such, and he or she is an authority on this and that. We should be very careful about that. Think positive and think positive for the future. Always think positive that I'm trying to do something to please Allah. So it's going to be positive. It's going to work. It's going to work. Always tell the truth. It says, the truth shall set you free. Always tell the truth. You'll never be sorry. And the Prophet ﷺ said, tell the truth, for truth leads to piety, and piety leads to paradise. The person who continues to speak the truth and endeavors to tell the truth is recorded as truthful with Allah. Beware of telling lies, for telling lies leads to impiety, and impiety leads to the hellfire. The person who keeps telling lies and endeavors to tell lies is recorded as a liar with Allah. And this collective Bukhari Muslim. We don't want that. So we ask Allah to accept us, our good, and forgive our bad, and help us stay on the straight and narrow path. Don't get into this I thing. You know, some people say, wow, man, this guy, he's a Superman. I did this and I did that. And I don't, in your communication with people, don't use that terminology. Be ready to compromise with people. Come to some agreement. If there's a disagreement, be ready to come to agreement. No, I'm not listening to nothing today. I'm not going to agree to anything. That's all in his favor. No. Come to a mutual agreement and resolve an issue. If there's an issue, resolve it. Be prepared to resolve it. Show empathy towards others and understand and forgive. Some people are unforgiving. Try to understand other people's condition. Sympathize with them. Try to understand what it is that they're going through and attempt to assist them to overcome whatever it is that they're suffering from. Don't say, oh, those people, they're all I represent. You know those people, they're always like that. Those people are always like this. We thought we had something different this time. Here we go again. We're being burned by those people. Give the people the benefit of the doubt. Be patient. Give them time to comply. Think about yourself in the same situation. In today's world, there are many complications which have gotten into people's lives which they did not expect. And it is like this around their necks. They're doing everything they can to just tread water and stay above water. So we should be very careful about the condition of humanity as a whole. And understand that this world is temporary. We need to work as hard as we can, be as positive as we can, do as many good deeds as we can, encourage others to do the same. And part and parcel of our invitation is through doing good deeds, which will invite others to do good deeds, and believing that Allah will grant us the victory due to these actions. And this will be a means of guidance for humans. So in this time, focus. See the reality that you're faced with. What is it that you would do? And what is it that you would not do? Of course, you would have to focus. You would have to make bullet points, and you'd have to be on it. For those 24 hours, no sleep, nonstop, just staying on what is right. Forgetting about everything else, everything outside, tunnel vision, just focus. 24 hours, doing good, doing good, doing good, doing good. That's it. I don't want to think about anything else. I don't want to see anything else. That's it. Wouldn't you? Think about it. I don't want to talk to anybody. Talk to everybody in this relationship, and that's all, and tell them, it says, listen, I'm going my way out of here. Okay, listen, forgive me for whatever I may have done. If I've done anything wrong to anybody on this earth, please forgive me. Have mercy on me now. Forgive me right now, completely. And then go on, asking your Lord for forgiveness for all of your sins, having mercy on you, and doing the right things. Every single good thing that you know, do it. All of us would do that. Why? Because you know this is what's going ahead of you. You know the time is up. Allah blessed you to know your time is up. So he says, okay, forget about now. I don't need anything for right now. Time is up. I need to fill up my grave. I need to fill up my grave. My deeds are going to be in the grave with me. I need to fill up my grave with good deeds, and I need to neutralize or counterbalance every single bad deed that I have. And what do I need to do that, counterbalance this, and this be explosive on good deeds? And all of us would do that. And if a person says, no, I just have a party with my friends and my family. And, yeah, right, sure you would. That's what you're saying now, because you're not facing that. If you have this understanding and that level of faith, then you would be full speed ahead, preparing yourself to meet your Lord. And that would be the most intelligent thing to do. So I would like for you all out there to think about that, because we're all faced with it. We don't know what's coming tomorrow, nobody. But we know that's coming for sure. The angel of death is coming. We don't know when, but he's coming. What will be our condition? We don't know if we're going to have respite like this. Some of the people in illness, the doctor says, man, you got 6 months. And of course, some people last 6 years, 10, 15, 20 years like that. But the doctor gave him what he knew from his experience. So if you're faced with this, says, okay, the doctor only gives me 6 months, I'm going for it. If I get more, alhamdulillah. But this is where I'm going, y'all. So you don't understand where I'm at. I'm focusing myself on my hereafter. I'm not going to lay back and be contained by the things of the world. So, brothers and sisters, and all of the people out there who are listening to these programs, push yourself up. Push yourself up. Try to get closer to your Lord now. Strive to do more and more good. And only good can come from that. My name is Tariq Khalid. I'd like to thank you for joining us here at Sharjah Media Corporation on Doing Good. Keep on doing the right thing. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.